morning, sir.
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm doing good because I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Oh, there you
It's about 70 degrees.
Come on, man. You got to rub it in like that?
I'll be back Monday, so I'm going to enjoy every moment of it.
Just in time for some sloppy mess on Tuesday. It looks like a mix of snow and rain, so you'll be just in time for that.
Yeah, a March nor'easter. We always prepare for that for the St. Patty's Day run. You never know what the weather's going to be.
Comes in like a lion, man.
Yes, that's for sure.
Now, how long have you been involved with what you do now?
Well, this run is our 39th year. I've probably been involved about 27, 28 of the years. This year we're coming from Chicky and Pete's at the Tropicana in Atlantic City, and all the run is on the boardwalk this year.
Oh, wow. Now, how many people have you had in the past, and how many do you expect this year?
Typically, we end up with somewhere in the neighborhood of 500. If the weather is exceptionally good, we'll get up as high as 700. If the weather is miserable, as it has been on a few years, we'll go as low as about 400. So we're expecting somewhere around 500 this year.
Now, how much does St. Patty's Day being on a Friday affect this year's race?
Well, that's we're going to find that out. It's going to be how many people have hangovers, I guess, and won't run on Saturday.
Right.
Well,
John, tell us a little bit about how this race came about, and I know the last decade or so, a lot of the funds have been donated to the Donnie Fund, so tell us more about that, as well as South Jersey Field of Dreams. We're pretty familiar with that.
Yeah, the event's been going on for years and years in Atlantic City, as you know, for 39 years. Barbara Altman ran it for quite a while, and when Barbara was looking to flip it over to somebody else to run, because I had been involved with her with the marathon and this run, she said, how about if you take it over for the Donnie Fund and the Field of Dreams? And we have a lot of volunteers at the Field of Dreams that jumped up and said they would help out. And so we started doing this several years ago. We've run it both in Atlantic City, Ventnor, and Margate. And this year we were hoping to do it all on the boardwalk, but the construction in the inlet isn't quite finished yet, so we've had to loop the course. But we're still in Ventnor and Atlantic City on the boardwalk, and the money will go to the Donnie Fund, which helps kids that are going through some sort of catastrophic situation, whether it be cancer or muscular dystrophy or any one of the number of catastrophic situations.
Now, you guys have raised a ton of money for these funds over the last couple of decades. Give us some perspective on how much money has been raised throughout this event.
Well, the Donnie Fund per year spends in the neighborhood of $30,000 a year for the local families. And this is one of the two biggest fundraisers of the year for us, this and the Donnie Row, which is in June. And at the Field of Dreams, our yearly operating budget up at the Field of Dreams is about $30,000.
Wow.
And so to pay for the insurance and the uniforms and just to give the kids some other activities, give them baseball cards, give them photographs, do all that type of stuff, we have to raise somewhere in the neighborhood of $50,000-$60,000 a year with these fundraisers, and this is one of the cornerstones of that fundraising program.
Yeah, the Field of Dreams season, I guess, gets started around April, and what a great thing that is. I mean, you look at that field and what it is now compared to what it was when you guys first started. It's all AstroTurf infield now, and you guys last year built that really cool playground right next door. I mean, what an amazing thing for a community to have up there in Absecon.
Yeah, we have a miniature golf course now of 9 holes. It's all physically adapted so that anybody in a wheelchair or crutch cane or any other adaptive equipment can play the miniature golf course. And we are underway now building a fitness track and a walking track that will eventually be a 5K all around the parks in Absecon, and that will be all adaptive for the handicap.
John, I don't know if you know this, but back when I was in high school, I was third team All-State miniature golf. So,
well, this is you then.
Might have to get a little challenge going, a little Glory Days Field of Dreams mini golf challenge.
You're on. You should invite your listeners to come up and play against you. And
there you go.
And whatever the proceeds are, we can give it to some kids who really need it.
Nice. I'll tell you what, I can't drive worth a lick, but I'm not too bad at once I get around the green. So I got a little bit of putting skills, but off the driver, no good.
One of our board members has come up with some pretty clever signs on each hole. It says exactly how many feet it is, not how many yards, but how many feet, and what the difficulty is, and what the par is.
The kids must really be enjoying that. I mean, like I said before, there's been so much done over the last couple of years at that facility, and I know you have that really cool playground going on, and I don't think I've seen the miniature golf yet. I'll have to get out there in a couple of weeks and check it out.
Yeah, it's really fun for us as people have been involved in it. We go up there, and virtually any time you go up there, year round, there's people on the playground, there's people out on the field playing, or there's people now playing miniature golf. So a lot of people are getting use out of these facilities, and every single penny that's been raised to build all that stuff has all come from our fundraising efforts and from the generosity of local people. We have taken no government money to do anything. We've done it all ourselves.
We're talking with John Glassey. He's one of the guys who helps organize the St. Patrick's Day Boardwalk 10-miler and 5K, which is coming up next Saturday in Atlantic City. You can pre-register on Friday night, 7 to 9 p.m. outside of Chickies and Pete's there on the Boardwalk Tropicana. And you can also get there early Saturday morning, 7:30 to 9:30 to register as well. John, that's got to be a long day for you. I'm sure you're up before the sun is even up on next Saturday. And tell us a little bit about that day and just what you have to do to oversee this whole thing.
Well, we bring all our volunteers together in the morning on Saturday. Most of them have been with us for years. Just go over all the checklists, make sure all the pieces are covered, all the water stops are covered, all the mileage markers are out, all that type of stuff is done. And then we start seeing runners start showing up at 7:30 to register or pre-register to pick up their materials, their packets, their shirts, all that kind of stuff. And from that point forward, it's just hang on and get it done for the day, clean everything up at the end of it, give out the awards. Fran Northridge from your group has been instrumental in helping us get everything set up, and she usually handles the award ceremony at the end where everybody gets medals and trophies and things of that nature. And then sometime late that afternoon, we all go home and collapse.
John, who are some of the other folks involved besides Fran? We want to give a shout out here. I know it takes a lot more than one or two people to put on an event like this.
Yeah, it takes, we have just under 100 volunteers to put this together. The Leo Club from Atlantic City High School mans one of the water stops. The store employees from Under Armour in Atlantic City, they take another water stop. We have Barry Hackett, who's the chairman of the board for the Field of Dreams. He gets together a whole group of people from the Field of Dreams, both parents of the kids and board members who always show up. We have a couple emergency vehicles that run up and down the course all the time to make sure everybody's okay. And Chickie and Pete's has been a good host sponsor this year. The fellow that runs that, Steve Callender's done a nice job for us, trying to give us all the facilities we need. It's like you say, it's 100 people. Nobody is more important than anybody else. Everybody helps everybody, and it's a fun day. We enjoy it. It's exhausting, but it's a fun day.
John, thank you for your time. Before we let you go, where can people find some more information if we have some avid runners out there want to sign up? Is there a website or anything they can check out and try to get pre-registered or anything like that?
Absolutely. They can go to SouthJerseyFieldOfDreams.com, or they can go to RunSignup.com, or they can go to the DonnyFund.org, and they'll see our applications are right online, all the information. And if not, I'll be back in Atlantic City on Monday, and my phone number is 609-641-8666. Have them give me a buzz, and I'll see if I can help them.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you taking a few minutes, and enjoy that 70-degree weather down there in Florida for another day or two.
Oh, yeah. I'll be on the beach today.
Oh, man, it's about 20 degrees up here.
All right. Thanks a lot for the time.
All right, thanks, John. Enjoy next weekend. Appreciate it.
All righty. Bye-bye.
That was John Glassey.